everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've got I'm gonna do my Mitchell recreation for this week, which is a like tiger kind of look, with like some graphic liner. So it's quite simple actually. I'm just going to bring up a picture of it. So yeah, it's kind of like just a very simple orange look with some graphic liner, kind of looking like a tiger. So I've actually bought his blush. So it's called actually Blursh in Mango Daiquiri. I love a strawberry daiquiri. This is the Mango Daiquiri one, so I have not used it yet. So it's kind of going to give you a little mini first impressions review on this as well. Very strange. So it's a liquid blush. This one is bright orange, so I don't have this colour in my collection at all, so I'm very, very excited about that. So I've just actually filmed as well I'm going to do a series of back to makeup basics. So I started with foundation today, just a very quick tutorial on how I do my foundation, what products I like, and that sort of thing. So if you want to see that, I think it'll probably be after this one, so I'll link it up here if it's already up. If it's not, then it'll be the next one video, so subscribe so you don't miss when I post that. But yeah, so we're going to try out the blush, Mango Daiquiri. We're going to try out this to recreate the Mitchell look. I'll put a picture of his look here, and then this is what we're trying to recreate. So I'm going to try and recreate this, and I'm going to do it now. So let's go straight in it. So first of all, he goes straight in with this on his eye. So I haven't done my face, and I've just done my foundation. I've not done any blush or anything because he has used this as blush. I'm going to do that at the end as well. So I'm just going to pop that straight on my eye, which he does, and then I'm just going to get a brush to kind of blend that out with. So, oh, I'm a bit scared. Pop like a little bit. Oh wow, that is pigmented. I'm going to bring it a bit closer actually so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So it is like a liquid blush. Now I have set my eyes, which I'm a bit annoyed that I probably shouldn't have now. So I might have to wipe them and start again. So you just go straight in, actually just put quite a bit in, like this. And then with like a brush, you just kind of blend that out. Okay, it's looking a bit patchy, but I think that's why I kind of stupidly set it with powder. So I'm going to take it off. So I'm just going to go over my eye with whatever's left over. Okay, and then so I'll fix that in a minute. Again with this brush, just going to blend all of that out. It's not as bright on me as it is on him, to be fair, but obviously I am slightly darker than him. Okay, so that's kind of done. It's very roughly blended, it's nothing perfect. So I'm using his palette, and I know you can't get any more and I apologise. So I'm just going to pop some orange now. So he's got this lovely orange here. I'm going to pop in with that one. I'm going to see if I've got a more... Oh yeah, I'm going to go in with this one from the Nikki Tutorials palette actually. I might go in with that one for a bit more depth. So I'm going to take that on a... Oh, I can't reach my brush. I've got stuff everywhere. This is like a shader brush from Spectrum. This is a Spectrum 807 brush. So it's going really patchy. So I'm going to take a small blending brush. This is from Spectrum as well, Spectrum B11. I'm just going to kind of start blending that like on the crease and stuff, and blend that outwards because it does basically blend all this out. It's very, very patchy. So I've just added another layer with this brush. This is a Real Techniques medium shadow brush. I went in with the orange from his palette, which was a bit darker, and I didn't like it actually. So then I went in with... So then I went back in with the shade from the Nikki palette, which is called Redemption. But that it is very, I'll bring you closer so you can see what I mean, but it's not going on perfectly, and I don't know, I think that's to do with the fact that I think it's because obviously I used that blush to start with, so I don't really like that. I don't know if I just did it wrong, and obviously I'd already set my eyes, which I didn't really think about, so maybe it was just to do with that, but in all honesty I wasn't that impressed. So he's then gone in with a bit of yellow, so I'm going to go in with VLA, Vla, which is, I presume is a Dutch word, I'm not sure what it is, and I'm going to take that with a little tiny brush like this. I'm just going to kind of take that, he doesn't really use one this bright, I'm just going to pop that in there because you can really see that, and I'm going to take that up here. I'm obviously I'm going to pop a little bit of some sort of highlighter up there as well, so this is just to kind of do what he's done, although you can't really see a lot of his brow bone the way he's done it. And then a little bit. Okay, so I've kind of bronzed, so I'm going to go in with a bit of the blush as a blush. Now I'm going to put a little bit on my hand, like so, just because I don't want to go straight into it. So I think if I do, it's going to go all wrong. I'm going to use this bit of the sponge. And just kind of use it to kind of spread it. It's lifting my foundation underneath. It's like a lighter brush, and just kind of pat it. It's very, very pigmented. It's lovely, but it is lifting my foundation off underneath. But I think that's just because I've obviously set it with powder, and it's a liquid blush. So I think that's more my fault and my problem than it is anything to do with the product itself. Because it does look nice. I've got far too much over here. Put a little bit more on my hand. Just going to diffuse it with the brush and then kind of take it up here, which he does, to be fair. I really like that shade though. I don't know if you can see it properly because obviously the lights and stuff and the sun is beaming right in there where it shouldn't be, but I actually really like that. Okay, so my camera died, so that's what it's looking right now. It's very orangey. I'm just going to go with some highlights. I'm going to use a little bit of the Beauty Bay, this is Beam, just because it's very, very gold. I'm going to use that on a lighter highlighter brush. This is, oops, this is my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH9. I'm just going to take, yeah, a little bit of that on top. Okay. And then I'm going to like amp it up with a bit of Fenty Fairy Bomb in shimmer powder. I love it as a highlight. It's very, very, very pigmented. I'm just going to add on top of that. Oh wow. Okay, I'm going to take a little fan brush like so, and I'm going to pop this in the higher points. Wow, okay. With recreating Mitchell's looks, I've always tried to be a bit outside the box and just do something like really different and stuff, but for today's one I'm actually just going to stick to the original, keep it quite simple because the eyeliner is quite difficult. So I don't even know how I'm going to do the eyeliner, to be honest. I've not really ever done, what's the word? Can't even think. I'm going to go with another layer of the shadow. I'm just going to pat that in place because I'm going to kind of go in with my liner in a second. I'm just patting it, I'm not really blending it at all. But it is a little bit, my shadow's a bit patchy. I don't like it. I think, to be honest, it was the liquid blush that kind of did it. Okay, so for liquid blush, I've got a couple of options. I've got a liquid, which I'm going to try and use now. I'm going to just do the first line, which he starts with. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. So he starts with, oh, sugar. That's a bit too big. This is where it's all going to go wrong. Okay, so. Then I'm going to take it all off and start again. Sorry, I've gone a bit quiet. I've just done some eyeliner in the middle there. I think with this bit you can kind of make it up as you go along, to be fair, but I find it really difficult, so I just like to kind of go a bit quiet and kind of do it. And then he kind of takes like a smaller, if I can find one, okay, like this one. So a very small flat brush, and I'm just going to go and put some white liner in. And I'm using the P. Louise Fresh Ink Re-White base from the Cancelled collection. I'm just going to put that in my waterline. As far as I know, these are completely eye safe, so for those of you wondering. Okay, it's kind of looking okay. I'm just going to have to extend this bit here. I didn't realise I'd done it so short. Okay, so that's kind of how it's looking so far. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the detail with the white, with the white liner. So look up here. Just literally a little tiny bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. And a little bit in here. It doesn't actually do that, to be fair, but. Okay, so this is kind of how it's looking. I'm not like in love with it, but it looks okay. It's very, very patchy. I've messed up a little bit, but I think once it's all on, I've got lashes on and stuff, it will look nice. So I'm going to go offline and just do this eye and put some lashes on, and I'll be right back. Right, after what feels like the longest time ever, I'm pretty much done. This eye looks a bit different because I've had to like redo it. And it looks a bit odd now, actually. Let me try. Can I try and fix it? I basically put some contacts in and they're making my eyes water. But I was going to try and put my feline ones on, but they are not working, to be fair. It's a bit annoying. My eyes are still watering, so I've had to kind of like do the liner right underneath. Post tiger stripes aren't all the same, are they? So, but this is what it looks like. I mean, it looks pretty. It is a bit of a mess in the inner corner here. Again, like I said, because my eyes have been watering. And every time I try and fix it, I just kind of make it worse. Unfortunately, that kind of is what it is. I can't really... The more I'm kind of playing with it, the worse it's kind of getting. So I don't want to keep playing with it, because it's just going to look even worse than what it already does. So, but this is the final look. So it's... Graphic liner is one of those things that either goes wrong or it goes right. So, and you can never get the eyes the same, but I do like how it looks. I think it does look really cool. And it definitely resembles a tiger in my opinion. I mean, it's not anything overboard or anything too difficult, but I do like how it looks. The lashes took me forever to apply. This lash especially, it kind of glue took off all the liners. I had to go and reapply the liner as well. So overall, it's been a bit of a mare, but it's done. So yeah, so this is the final look. It's very creative, it's very cool. I think I look really pale. I don't know if I do or not, but I think I look really pale. But this is what the final look looks like. The blush is beautiful. Like, I really like it as a blush. It's a very unusual colour for blush, isn't it? But I really quite like that, and I think in the summer, especially in spring, it'll be really, really nice when I'm tanned. I think it's going to look beautiful. I did put a little bit on my lips as well. You can't really tell because the lipstick's so dark. You can't really tell on that one. But I do like it. As an eye base, I'm not keen. I'm going to try and use it with nothing on there. Just maybe, I don't know what he had on his, I need to watch the video again on Instagram and find out what he had on his eyes originally. But I might try with nothing on, but my eyes are so dark that I always like to put either concealer or some sort of a base on them. As an eye primer, I didn't like it. I felt that my eyeshadow on top of it went a bit patchy. I have kind of saved it. I've just kind of applied, I kind of went back and patted my eyeshadow on, which I do think has helped. But yeah, so as a primer on the eyes, I don't think I like it, or as a base, but I will try again. But yeah, I will try again and see how it goes and see if we go from there, really. But yeah, so the overall look, I'm cool with it. It's obviously the sort of look you're going to wear out on a Saturday afternoon. But it looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the effect it does. The eyes I quite like. With just the liner, normal liner, this would look really nice. It's a very nice wearable look. If you take all the graphic liner out and all this bit down here, you can easily like tone it down for like an everyday use. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I am going to get some more blushes. They've got a really nice one. I think it's called Cherry Cola, and it's kind of really like mauvey pink. I think that's the right one. That looks really nice, so I'm looking forward to getting some more of them. Very unusual. Obviously, just remember to put it on before you set your face. Obviously, it is a liquid blusher, so it's gonna, you can't have powder underneath. But actually, it doesn't look too bad considering I had powdered. It's not bad. I don't know if it's meant to be used like that, but I'm pretty impressed because it does look really nice. I think I need to be a bit more dark for this to apply, so I might do another look with like a darker foundation that I've got. Just wear like a high neck so I don't have to see it. My hands are like dark, my face is really light at the moment. So, but yeah, I do like it. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, that's it really. So the base foundation one will be up either, like I said, next or already, and I'll link it up here. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.